So many people have been asking me, what is that on your shirt? Is it a pen? Is it a button with photos? What is it? It's none of those things. It's a microphone. Saramonic sent me out their BlinkMe B2 microphone to test and review. And as always, let's jump into my honest, transparent, consumer-friendly review. The B2 comes in a very well designed and rugged carrying case. This would fit into the bottom of a camera bag pretty easily, but it's not small and would take up space in a smaller everyday carry style bag. It should be okay though, it's well organized on the inside and would allow storage of other gear and accessories. Inside the case, you're greeted with the BlinkMe B2 transmitter and receivers, along with a mobile phone mount with a cold shoe mount. This mobile phone mount has a 3/8-inch thread and has a stiff spring or clamping force. It feels well built as well. Inside the first pouch, you will find all the cables needed for different applications. You have your TRRS to TRRS, USB-A to USB-C for charging, USB-C to TRS for mobile, PC, Mac, etc. And along with that, you have Lightning to TRS for iPhone 14 and older. And lastly, you get 2 dead cats, one for each transmitter. There are so many attachments that come with the BlinkMe B2. So let's look at the different style of attachments that they have and how you can attach this to different style shirts and garments, along with the top of your camera and the mobile mount. You have 2 styles of magnets to attach the transmitter to your garment. One is plain and the other has a clip on it. Be careful sitting these next to each other as they are strong and can snap together without warning. This strength allows them to be concealed under thicker garments. The magnets with the clips on them are great for jacket lapels, button-ups, and polos and other styles that have multiple edges to them. While this cold shoe mount is for attaching to your camera, cages, etc. The BlinkMe B2 has an onboard operating system, or it can be managed remotely using the Saramonic application. Once you create your Saramonic account, if you don't have one already, you just connect the BlinkMe B2 to your phone via Bluetooth, which it will automatically search for the B2 from the application and for your convenience. The software for the BlinkMe B2 is pretty user-friendly. You select the device from the home page there, and then it connects automatically. Now you can see here on the home screen that everything is there in front of you. You have your your transmitter 1 and your transmitter 2 connected wirelessly. Then you have your battery power there for your receiver. You have the interfaces for the 2 transmitters, 1 and 2 right there. Definition of buttons. You can change the buttons on the individual devices. So that's the receiver. There's transmitter 1 and transmitter 2. And basically you can change what your primary and secondary and long press functions do. You can see the device information there going into the actual device here. And so I have transmitter 2 sitting here on the desk. I'm going to go there. You can see the different screens that you can set and the styles of screens, whether or not there's an audio meter on them or no audio meter on them, and you can change the way that they look once you select one. You can also, obviously that's a custom one, but you can set up a custom slide as well. And so once I set up my custom slide, I can go in here to select an album. I'm going to go into my Lensa AI account that I have, and I'm going to select some thumbnails that they created. Oh, that's 5. There we go. Hit next. Now that we have them set, you can go into the individual photos and you can adjust. These are perfectly centered, so I don't have to adjust anything. If they were not centered, then you would be able to adjust and crop them how you need them to fit into the screen there. You can then select the interval for how long it takes for the pictures to change, and then you can preview that there in this screen here. Now keep in mind, the shorter the time frame for them to change, the more battery power that you're using. After that, you hit apply. What's up, brother? So I'm walking and I'm testing out this BlinkMe B2 microphone, and it is freezing out here, so you can't say that I've never done anything for the channel. I have it on my ProMaster Hitchhiker XL, and I don't have the wind muffs on or the dead cat or anything like that. My eyes are starting to water, but you should be getting a good idea of what this sounds like on a mobile application. I mean, I use it all the time on the camera, so this should be a new application for you to get an idea of what this potentially sounds like. This is through the iPhone Pro Max 15 using USB-C to TRRS connection. The receiver has 3 physical buttons. The power button, which you can hold to manually turn off the receiver, as well as the volume buttons that adjust the gain levels of the receiver. On the opposite side of the buttons are the sound out port, the headphone out port for monitoring sound directly, and the USB-C port for charging and connecting to platforms like PC, camera, mobile, etc. The BlinkMe B2 is extremely intuitive and user-friendly. Removing a transmitter from the receiver automatically powers it on and connects it to the receiver. Each active transmitter will be shown on the receiver display. On the top and bottom of the receiver are the charging pins. On each of the transmitters are the connection points for the charging pins, and setting the transmitter back onto the receiver automatically powers down the transmitter and begins to charge it from the stored power of the receiver, which means your receiver will begin to deplete power during an active filming session once you put the used transmitter back on it to charge. On the transmitter, you will find the microphone, physical power button, and a physical noise reduction button. The onboard software on the receiver mirrors the onboard software on the transmitter. They both operate by swiping up and down from the home screen, and in each scenario you are able to navigate the options that are available in 2 separate menus, and let's call them up and down menus. Using the power button in both scenarios will take you back to the home screen, although swiping back toward the home screen respectively, up and down, will also take you back to the home screen as well. The receiver can operate for 24 hours on a single charge, and the transmitters each can operate for 8 hours. Each transmitter has 8 GB of memory and can onboard record up to 22 hours of audio at 16-bit and 15 hours at 24-bit. You can also capture your voice in 2 devices at once in case you're recording into a camera for long form and mobile for short form. The mic is a 6mm omnidirectional microphone that can be independently controlled by each transmitter, which automatically frequency hops to make sure you have the most stable connection. Your recordings can be mono, stereo, or other, with a secondary safety channel, and lastly you can record in 2-channel audio using both receivers, allowing you to edit each channel independently when needed. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed today's content, consider subscribing and joining the Cozy Coalition below. But as always, stay cozy in that crazy world, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.